Hello, you're watching World Talks on TVP World. My name is Sascha Fahrbach. The European Parliament's Committee on Civil Liberties, Justice and Home Affairs held an extraordinary meeting on Thursday to examine the EU's response to the Ceuta migration crisis. But the session was overshadowed by criticism after Spain's interior and migration ministers declined to participate. The debate comes as the European Commission insists migrants who entered Ceuta irregularly cannot move onward through the Schengen area, while member states continue discussing tougher border controls, faster returns and new emergency migration measures. And joining us now to discuss it all is Tomáš Zdechovský, Czech MEP from the European People's Party. Good to have you with us, Tomáš.
It's every time my pleasure to be with you.
So, Tomáš, this is actually a committee you know very well. You're on this committee. So beyond the headlines and beyond what we know, can you tell us a little bit more about what went on behind closed doors? What was the mood there? Tell us a bit more about how MEPs were talking and their view on what happened in Ceuta.
Yes, I cannot tell you all the details what we were discussing, but I will tell you the overview, what was before and what was after. We asked for this debate as European People's Party on Friday, and we would like to have it very good discussion. What we want to do more for really solve these problems and for prevention of these problems. What have it now Spain in Ceuta, and before I had it also in Melilla and other part of the Spain. And we would like have it also discussion about the immigration situation in Spain, because you know that there is a really very sensitive issue with illegal migrants. What would like the socialist government have it as a legal one. And we prepare very good proposal. I think it was very neutral, but socialists, Greens and communists, also the left, was against. They don't want it to discuss. And this is why really we as European People's Party take pressure, and we would like to have it at this meeting, because for us it's very important. Many people in European Union ask us what's happened in Ceuta, and we would like to have it really very important and clear information from Spain. And you'll see the situation. Spain said we don't want have it discussion. Why? If you are fully transparent, if you did no mistakes, you will go and you will discuss with other MEPs, but Spain boycotted, and I think it's very shameful. And this is what we were discussing there with Commissioner Brunner, and what many politicians, European politicians, criticize, because this is really very shameful situation. And in media, in Western media, we are saying that all migrants went out back to the Morocco. It's not true. Many of the illegal migrants who crossed the borders and went to the Ceuta are still there and want to go to the Spain and want to go to the European Union.
Mm-hmm. On that note, I want to ask you a follow-up, because you said that, we looked at the numbers and we have figures anywhere from 70, 80,000 who'd come over into Ceuta but have now since returned. Now that is a fact as well. So, and also with the Migration Pact, I think the Commissioner said this is something that's actually working now. But you said some have remained in Ceuta, and those who have remained, that's about 1,000 or so unaccompanied minors. Now, because the Spanish law does not allow them, I think European law as well, they cannot be returned. They may be transferred to the Spanish mainland. That may well happen. So I'm just wondering how complicated that would create of an issue if they are then transferred to the mainland. What are the consequences of that kind of decision?
If we will do it, if we will really transfer these people from the Ceuta to the Spanish mainland, it will be victory for all traffickers. It's really very well organized, and we have to say that behind this attack against the borders were some criminal groups. This is what we want, what is very important to say. But if we really send the people back, it's our victory. if we will not do it, and if we will continue with the procedure, and the procedure will continue in the Spain, in mainland. This is big victory because these people will not stay there. They will really run, and they will run around the European Union because they want to be in European Union, because they declare that they are economic migrants. They want to have it better salary. Many of them, they don't have it any information or any imagine what they will to do, but they want to go to the European Union because they think that there is the paradise in the world and they will have it everything free. And this is what we criticize from the beginning. If you really give them the chance and any hope, it will have it very huge impact to the European Union. You remember the situation from 2015 from Italy, when we went the people from the sea, we bring them to the Sicily, and from the Sicily they went and go through all the European Union, especially to the Germany.
At the same time, I want to come back to that first point where your head of the commission there said he was actually disappointed and regrets that you didn't have the Spanish Interior or Migration Minister present, although they were present at other things when you had this meeting, this emergency meeting in Brussels as well. They didn't come to Parliament. Was that a mistake? I mean, how can you have a debate of accountability if those ministers aren't present? So what does that mean also politically of them declining that invitation for not being present during this discussion?
Politically, it's very bad signal to the European citizens. If the Spanish Interior Minister and Minister for immigration, we are saying illegal immigration, it's not present, and they are not facing the question of member of European Parliament. It shows that Spanish socialist government is playing their any dirty tricks and dirty game, because many of the people are now asking how is it possible. If the Spanish intelligences had it information that it will happen, if the French intelligences had it the same information, Italian intelligences, Portuguese intelligences, why Spanish government didn't act? And I think that they have it butter on their own head, and this is why they are playing these dirty tricks, and they are now trying to blame only Morocco, but they are not taking the responsibility about current situation. And this is what the president of the Libe committee openly criticized, and why he is so frustrated, because he, as a former minister of Spanish government, he feel much more shameful behavior of his colleague and of his country than what can we see from the Czech or Polish perspective.
And what we can see, I want to ask you one more question. I mean, looking at coming to grips with this crisis now seems to be under control at the moment, but at the same time, we just had a statement recently as well, I think the last sort of day or so, from one of the Commission spokespeople who actually said, one, that this whole situation was exaggerated very much by Russian manipulation, Russian disinformation campaigns, a surge after July 30th. And secondly, they're saying very much they're on high alert right now, before, during, and after the 15th of August, that potentially something could happen. So does this mean we're going to see more of this? How concerned are you with one of the spokespeople saying that?
Yeah. Of course, I think there is a lot of Russian disinformation. See how many Russian alternative websites are published this information and fake photos and presented that it's huge crisis and bigger crisis as it is. But this is what we saw from the referendum in Barcelona from 2015-16, and Spain was under the attack of Russian disinformation for a long time. And this is why it's needed that there is open communication, especially from the Spain, and European citizens will have it fresh information. And this is why I feel that it's really really huge mistake of Spanish government that they don't speak with the partner. And one thing what no one said before, in 2025, there was the control mission in Ceuta and Melilla from the European Parliament. Conclusion of this mission was, please send Frontex on the borders to the Ceuta and Melilla. And this is what we said to the Spanish government. And the response of the Pedro Sanchez was, oh, you will never dictate us what we will do. We don't want to have it Frontex. Frontex has it really analysis department. They have it intelligence department. They have it many tools how really react on this situation, and they have it many negotiators. Also, it will be very easy to react. And you see now the situation after 1 year that they don't send our big forces what we have it as European Union, and this is experts from the Frontex, European experts, and they can help and solve the situation, but the Spanish government doesn't want it. I think that really this is something what I cannot understand why they do it, why the Spanish government, it's really so naive, and they will continue with this bloody politics what is criticized with all member states.
Right, so it's still a lot to do. As I said, like not just the Commission, but many will be looking out at Russian manipulation, but also at the same time, much needs to be done in terms of controlling this and preventing this in future. Look, thanks so much for that. Always a pleasure having you on. Tomáš Zdechovský there, Czech MEP from the European People's Party.
Thank you very much and have a nice day.
And thank you for watching World Talks, but do stay right here on TVP World. Much more coming up. Bye-bye.